Hey! Welcome to another Word Smash Wednesday.
On a Thursday.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Jackie.
This is
Break the Block.
Tonight we are coming to you to talk about where we're at in our story. Right now we are, for the next couple weeks, we're going to be sharing character sketches in the group. Jackie is working on developing Ben's character, and I'm working on developing Amelia's character. And so I'll be working up something and posting it in the next, I'll say, day or so.
Maybe we should have some other characters come in for them to vote on and things next week. Maybe they can help us
pick some
other
secondary characters.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I like that idea. We also we're in the early stages of talking through a premise for the story and doing some preliminary plotting. It's going to be good. We really like it. And we think y'all will too. One of the things too that we've been tossing around this week as we've been thinking about scenes that we might write is the dreaded, or at least dreaded for me, love scene.
Yes.
So we wanted to get y'all's opinion on love scenes because clearly it's not in our wheelhouse that we don't feel like we would do such a bang-up job of writing it. And I think I could turn to the middle of a romance novel and probably find one and riff off of it. It wouldn't probably feel very genuine.
No, we could probably write one together. I think we could write one.
Okay, she thinks we could write one.
I think we could write one. But
you think we wouldn't be able to squeeze out more than one? It's touchy. So we want to hear from y'all. What do you think? Like, how crucial is it to have a love scene or multiple love scenes in a romance? Can a romance be good without?
How detailed do you want them to?
Right.
Can we just say, and then they turn
close
off
the door.
And then the next morning they got up and had breakfast? Or do you want
to know the dirty details? So give us feedback on that. We want to hear about what you like to read. Don't be bashful. Don't be shy. It's a judgment-free zone. Because I'll be honest, I love to read a good love scene, but when it comes to writing one, I just don't know. I've got it in me.
I know.
So there you have it.
It's hard to write one, and then you think about your family reading the book you wrote.
That's my main hang-up is like, okay, do I need for Nene and Sharon to read what I've written here on this page? Mm-hmm. And I would just bring a lot of self-consciousness to it. But for y'all, if you gotta have it, we're gonna make it happen. So
we are. I think
that said,
I think we're gonna make it happen at least once anyway.
Maybe so. Whether it makes it into the final draft or not.
This is a romance.
Yeah, and we're experimenting. So, literally experimenting.
It's okay, Renee. We have that agreement. Okay.
Now, we also kind of did a poll and asked some questions about settings that y'all would like to see from around New Orleans, your favorite memories and places like that. And you gave us quite a list. And so we kind of thought we would back and forth. Some of them gave a list. We wouldn't mind seeing more, so bring them on. We'll bump it to the top. Yes, we'll bump it to the top so you can add your ideas too. But somebody said Cafe du Monde, which, if you don't know, I think most everybody knows, but that's where you go for cafe au lait and beignets. And you cannot leave Cafe du Monde without
you don't wear black
dusting of
Cafe
powdered sugar. It's delightful and delicious. And so that's definitely on the table for that. Pat O's. We already have an idea for a scene that takes place there. Mm-hmm. In fact, it's part of the opening scene, so we think we've got a pretty good beat on how we're going to work that in. Yep. Commander's Palace. Have you been there?
No, I've been by there many times, but I've never actually been there. It's a fancy schmancy place.
Is that Emerald's place?
No, it's not. But it's been there forever, and it's just where all the schmancy people go.
So maybe they go there for a really important date, or some kind of event that one of them has been invited to and invites the other to join them.
She probably has been there on some
for the newspaper. Yeah. She works for a newspaper. The NOLA News.
She might have been there to bust tables.
Right. The French Quarter. Well, Ben's family is from and lives in currently the French Quarter. So that will feature into the story. You can't help it but to be there. the Riverwalk potential there. Nothing on the top of my head for a specific scene there.
But, you know, when you walk along there, you hear the music from the steamboat, all that kind of stuff, and there are people everywhere.
It's a cool place, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. We'll think of something. Now, the Tree of Life, where is that?
It's in Audubon Park.
Okay. Describe it.
Oh. It's near the stables at Audubon Park, and it's just this really huge, really old oak tree, and it's just a really important part of New Orleans to a lot of the citizens, especially the uptown citizens. And there's they have weddings there, proposals there, little parties, birthday parties there. I mean, it's just an unbelievable tree.
Perhaps, I don't know, just tossing it out there. Maybe Ben and Amelia both like to run. Maybe that's one of the things they discover they have in common. They run early in the morning. Maybe they meet up at Audubon Park and they go for a run together and wind up under the Tree of Life. And maybe that's where they have their first kiss or something to that effect. And then, because
most people that live there know where the Tree of Life is. And, I mean, it really could be a meeting point there at the park.
For sure.
I mean, because you wouldn't say, meet me under the third oak tree over by the somethings. Just meet me at the Tree of Life.
Exactly. Okay. And the fly. What is the fly?
The fly is, it's just a stretch of land in between the zoo and the Mississippi River. And it's not a tourist place at all. It's where all the local people go. Like in the evenings, we go there to watch the sunset. And everybody brings a blanket and their wine and snacks and stuff. And their dogs. Dogs are going everywhere. And you just kind of sit there and have a picnic, and we watch the sun go down over the Mississippi. And there's big barges that go up and down, and ships. It's really cool. It's a cool place.
So what do you think about maybe...
I think he would take her there on a picnic.
Right, or maybe, I was thinking maybe when a family member is getting married there, some kind of a bohemian family member of his that kind of bucks tradition.
You know what would be?
And he takes her to the wedding. That's kind of almost like he's committing to her. Like, you're my girlfriend. I'm inviting you to the family member's wedding.
Okay. Along those lines with the family, what if his family was having a big crawfish boil down there? I've seen lots of crawfish boils down there.
Absolutely. And maybe it's the first time she meets them.
Yes, to the family crawfish boil.
Ooh.
And they're all kind of sitting around because this is a big
family.
And
not the nicest.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting better as the years go by.
Each generation.
It started with the grandpa. Would it be grandpa or great grandpa? Probably grandpa. What?
We'll have to research that. Probably grandpa. Yeah.
Yeah, he started off and he was really a bad guy.
Bad guy.
Yeah, booze runner.
Bootlegger.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. And then the dad came along and he was bad. And the boys are there and they're more petty. Like you said. How did you say it?
Misdemeanors?
No, you said they leave us.
Oh, they've left a trail of broken hearts and broken tail lights. I like that line.
I do too.
I don't know why. City Park. Isn't that... Where is City Park?
City Park.
I've been there. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's near the zoo, isn't it?
Y'all want to tell you a story about it. At least it's City Park. That's for another time, though. It's a good one. It's a really good one.
It's good.
Okay, so... it's got a little train that runs around it, a little tiny train you can ride. It's got an amusement park. I bet a lot of you didn't know that there's a little amusement park in New Orleans, right?
It's adorable, too. But is that fairy tale place? Storyland.
Yeah. It's very cute. Very, very cute. And then they do a big Christmas thing with the Christmas lights every year. And, you can rent little pedal boats, and you can go under these bridges. It's just really
fun.
Oh, and they have a gondolier or whatever.
Ooh.
That'll take you through there and sing and stuff.
Date idea.
So, yeah.
Date for Ben and I wanted to say Amelia. Okay. Angeline is a restaurant and she is friends with the head chef. We have dined there actually. I had his shrimp and grits, which was to die for, and she had a hamburger.
I had a hamburger and french fries, but it was the best hamburger I ever tasted, and the french fries were all cut
But she made the poor man.
So good.
He is a professional chef, and she made him cook her burger.
But what did he say?
Well done.
When I said, ask the chef if it'd be all right if I had well done burger. What did he say?
He said he would do it for Jackie.
He said he'd do anything for Jackie.
Yes. He loves her.
I love
We
him.
all love you.
I love him. I love you too.
Oh.
Nobody loves me.
They do.
Okay, and then Lake Pontchartrain, and that was just, I was just trying to think of outside the normal.
Right. And then
Lake Pontchartrain's fun if you ever go there.
Yeah, we invite you too to is it? What are you doing, Lake Pontchartrain?
Fish.
Oh.
There's a yacht club there. You can watch the little sailboats, and there's little kids that take sailing lessons, and they're out there in their little sailboats by themselves, and they're just tiny kids. It's kind of cool. And
Maybe Amelia's stepfather's a member of the yacht club.
some people swim out there, but there are bull sharks and stuff, so I wouldn't. But
I wouldn't either.
Timmy grew up swimming out there. I
And
don't know.
he turned out all right.
Yeah. So I don't know. So we need some other places. We need some.
Yeah, we need
input.
some more. Of course, after a while you run out of ideas for locations, but the more the better to pick from. And we want to invite you again to go to our Pinterest page, our Pinterest board. It's Wednesday on a Thursday, and there are character ideas posted there. Several of Sophie Turner as Amelia, and I like that. She's tall and she's thin and she's
There were some really
very
cute
aristocratic
ideas on there.
looking. Yeah, and then for Ben, we saw a lot of Tom Hardy.
Because he has a good scowl, and Ben's kind of supposed to be kind
Scowly.
of scary looking, kind of scowly, and
So Tom Hardy works.
Tom Hardy works, and he has those big lips that are so pretty.
We can see those two together. There are also some setting ideas on there too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You could put some. I mean, you could stay up with the story if you go on that Pinterest page and see who we're thinking about
For sure.
for each thing, and
Places that we're thinking about. So one thing too we thought we would ask about is what time of year
sorry, I have to put that hand down.
this could be. And of course it can span over a couple of seasons, but are we thinking winter, spring, summer, fall?
I would not want summer unless we want to just put them as miserable, hot, sweating. Every time she walks out, her hair goes that kind of thing.
So
But
do we want winter, fall, or spring?
we'll let them decide.
There you go. Okay, that sounds good. So that's a lot. We're asking for your input on love scenes and on the time of year that our story would take place. We'll be coming back with
Character
sketches and ideas for new characters too that can be additional to. What else?
And we're
That's a
actually,
lot.
I mean, it doesn't seem like we've already started writing.
Yes.
So
We're just not quite ready to share these scenes yet, but they're
not
coming.
yet,
They are
because
coming.
We've kind of split them up, so we haven't put them together and edited them
Meshed
together.
together. And when
and
we
made
do,
them and
we'll be ready to share.
But
So,
we will have the character sketches of both characters going up this week. Are we going to do
this
both
and
of them?
next, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us what you think. Tell us, anything that gets you excited about a romance novel, because that's what we want to work into. Not that we're calling it a novel yet.
Stories!
Stories.
Jenny, it's just a story. Okay, and look at the other things on the page. I asked if anybody else likes to write, and I know
Yeah, we know
there's
we've got some
of
writer
you
friends
out
in there. Let's
Angie
hear from you.
Brown. I know you
Katrina
write.
Crow.
And Wendy's the only one that said it so far. But, I mean, if you've ever had a desire to write, let us know, because we might incorporate some tips and stuff that we've learned at conventions and conferences. And
Research. I know I studied.
we have learned so much going to these places. And
now we're working on putting it into practice in front of you and with your help and collaboration.
we met Wee Wendy there. Hi, Wee Wendy. Y'all just don't know you're among greatness, because Wee Wendy,
is awesome.
she has her own radio show.
I think she owns majority of Scotland.
I think she does too. If she doesn't now, she will.
She will.
She's got won lots of awards for her book. She's got some really killer books. She's a mystery writer, crime story,
And she's just all around awesome.
and she's just awesome. Little tiny thing, and she was a
She's
major.
about this big,
Wasn't
but she was a major.
in
Yeah.
the Army. Still is, I guess, technically.
Right.
But anyway,
We digress. We just love Wendy.
we love Wendy. And she's part of our group.
Yes. So we all get to rub elbows with her. So that's that for this week. We'll be back Same time, same place next week
We'll be
for
back
another.
next Wednesday on a Thursday. That should be the title we use for the book. If we can slip it in there.
What do you think of that?
Y'all don't even understand that anyway, do you? You're like, I don't know. I never really liked Wednesday on Thursday. I love it, though. If we ever start a publishing company, that's what it's going to be called.
Wednesday on a Thursday. You got it. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.